Well, today we're not short of anything. Deadline day. 5 or 6 games which are completely winnable in my eyes. Players that I want to get out. Players that I want to get in. It will kick off. As welcome back, people, to episode number 6 of season number 3 of this Schalke save right here on FIFA 22. And we're getting straight into this because we've got a lot to do. Deadline day games. So if you haven't seen the previous one, make sure you've gone ahead and watched it before this one. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, as we are already up to date. And if you're not, please do the suggestions that I just suggested, as we are 8th in the league. We are now 5 points off RB Leipzig with the game in hand, actually, so we have slipped off a little bit, but the games we have to play today are big ones. As a bid straight away, AZ Alkmaar for Javier Elgato. That is definitely rejected. No chance I want him to leave the club. As we recalled a player right at the end yesterday, we've done quite a bit, including getting beaten twice there. As Cologne are first up today, a team that are just behind us, or maybe in front now they've played the game in hand. Freiburg, Werder Bremen, Dusseldorf and Mönchengladbach. I think I'm going to play them first two, and Mönchengladbach, but it just depends where everyone is in the league. Cologne did not take their opportunity to go above us. They are level on points. So it is the biggest game up first, as I am very excited for today. We have deadline day right here, as Joel Matip, player I was looking at, has gone to Monaco. Still looks like he's got potential in the bag to keep on playing at the highest level, even though we'll get to there. I have faith in it, as we've got defenders that we want to scout, of course. Centre-back is the first place I want to sign. We'll sim on a couple of days, see what happens in terms of clubs coming in for our players, but I know who I want to sign. Let's look at that. Daniel Malen leaving BVB for 97 million, and Dembele has just come into the club. Is that Ousmane back? Who knows, as we need to get a player to us. Of course, I said the squad is lacking a little bit, and centre-back is the first place I want to sign. We've got Fernando Rivas on from Tenerife on this shortlist right here. 20-year-old, 74 rated. The only thing putting me off is he's Argentine, and Breito didn't do very well, being an Argentine centre-back who moved to us. As Alexandra Pascanu is the other one, the Romanian, playing for Ponferradina. I don't know, how do you say that? Ponferradina, okay. I think out of these two still, however, although his weak foot's down, he's a left-footed centre-back. Fernando Riveras. Both of them will not sell unless it is the release clause. This guy has significant potential. I'm going to try sign him. It will cost us 12.5 million, which in fact is more than Breito cost us. But this guy is younger, so we'll go for an important role. I do feel like he can slot into that defence above Lurd if he proves to be better than him. It's a 4-year contract, because I know he's got potential, but he doesn't have the most, if you know what I mean. He's going to his 20s now. He's not a teenager anymore, and he's still below 75. 20.5k. A clean sheet bonus ain't bad. I think I'm just going to sign him. Fernando Rivas, the regen, is our first signing on deadline day. And yes, I just did say first, as Palsson, he's been brilliant everywhere, so I think I might move him to right centre-back. And Rivas as left, because of course he is left-footed and he's not got a good weak foot. Team's looking better already, in my opinion. However, I really do want Junior Adamo to come back to us and hit the ground running. Had a very successful half a year at Getafe, which was that successful. It was cut to half a year. Is anything else going to come in? If not, I'll just get some youth players to fill in them reserves. I don't think, even though I just did say first signing, how much have we got? We've got 25 million, and with a lot on top of that, if we finish in the top 6, that's a lot of money to get a good player if we get into Europe. Because, of course, if we've got a lot of money next year, but we're not in Europe, players might not want to come to us. So I'm going to gamble on that. Save a few quid. I say a few, and it's not even quid, it's euros. But save 20 million euros, or 25. And we will go again next season. Weghorst going to Mainz, as that is it. We have our set squad to try and get us in the top 6. But it won't only be them, as we're going to promote Jacob Roth to the senior team. Simon Peters, the right wing back. And I'm thinking Adrian Kush. We've got too many wing backs, haven't we? I'll leave it like that. We are a position light. Or do we get that striker in? Daniel Muller. His potential isn't great, but I will promote him. So we've got the 3 rows of players. We've got some youth players in. And that fits perfectly. Happy with that. I was close to, of course, getting a striker in, but with the roundabout of strikers we've had, Pierre Inga left, Adamu initially left, now he's come back. We've got Molina coming in and doing okay. We've got Din Hazanovic, who's been injured that long, I forgot his second name properly. I just think a youth striker is the best thing to do, as Jacob Roth is impressed, or I'm going to say I was impressed with him, as we're going to get his team ready for Cologne, and I think it is already ready, as we've got Ortega in goal, Danny Da Costa, Palsson does move to the right like I said, Maxto, Rivas and Chanaloglu, Wijan and Ogrinic the main man in the midfield, with Malay in front, Adamu and Badam Fredriksson. Will this partner duo in game solve our striking problems? And let's see this team we're playing away from home. Schwab, Clerk, Huber, Smich, Carlos, Oxan Moncayola, Uth, Trigueros and Labucic, with Funes Mori up front. Of course, the brother to Funes Mori, the centre-back, who was at Everton. Don't know why I know that fact deep in my mind. Milik on the bench with Duda, and it is a good lineup. Is it better than ours, however? I've got to seriously doubt that. We know what our team's capable of. We got into the top 6 for a moment. I know we can get back there, as Maxto with a tackle. It's going to be a test for this new centre-back in his team, and the defenders already let Funes Mori in front of him. Come on, Rivas, you've got to be better than that, as now corner ball. Chanaloglu on the near post, heads that away, hits Schmidt, handled. These are the games we need to be getting results in, as Maxto across into Danny Da Costa. Come on, keep on running. We need to be winning these 6-pointers now, as Ogrinic. Good ball onto Fredriksson. Ball around him to Wijan, who nips in front of the defender. We'll just whip that in. Surely that's a handball from Schmidt again, but nothing given. Wijan goes all the way back into Chanaloglu. Tries to step away from his man. Oh, terrible pass. Should have given it into Florian Malay, as Uth's angle is cut out a little bit. Rivas is trying not to step out of line, and brilliantly reads that one. But still, the pass from him is very skew with Funes Mori. Uth, he almost took him out as well there, as Lubicic down this left-hand side. Chanaloglu is coming across, now into Moncayola. They're slightly just creeping towards us. Tackle, it's a good job we missed that. Rivas concedes the corner. And Oxan, with the ball right here, he gives it into Moncayola. Uth, and Palsson, like I said, wherever he is, blocks everything, as it's an end-to-end one this. Lost the ball again, Fredriksson. As a man stayed down in the midst of all of that, and the game's going to be stopped immediately. Who is that? It's Wijan, of course it is. This man is unbelievably injury prone. Unbelievably. Delgado will come on. He is my right-hand man to go in the left-hand side of midfield, if that makes any sense. As a kick straight up to Ortega. Going to throw that out. Terrible throw, though. Come on, we're panicking a little bit. I know this game will mean a lot to us if we get the win, of course, but we're trying to throw it away, it seems, as Ogrinic. Of course, he keeps hold of the ball. That's a ball through, looking for Adamu. I know this game means a lot to us, as Palsson looking forward. Da Costa tries to get it through that gap. Ogrinic was in the right position, but just not the greatest of passes, as Funes Mori was a good initial touch past Palsson, but he won't succeed, as that's a terrible tackle. Pass that across, and Delgado straight up the wing. Look at the space Chanaloglu's got. They've got no right back at all. Get running. Come on. Can our wing back... Good delivery, please. Come on. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm panicking a little bit. Malay into Adamu. I meant to say, can he deliver well? But, of course, that did not come out of my mouth. As how is that their ball? It looks like Danny Da Costa's injured now. So, can Ideen make himself useful? Literally, his name is Can Ideen. As now, Uth running through the midfield at us. It's not good getting 2 injuries in this first half. Only 1 sub for the entirety of the second half in a big game, as Palsson commits. And he might have actually injured their man right there. Injury galore. Is it revenge? I don't know. As Uth tries to put a ball over Kaideen's head there. Kaideen linked his names together as Funes Mori. Good save. Get rid of that Chanaloglu. There we go. Blasted up the field. Still can't win that header. Ogrinic taps it down to Fredriksson, who puts it around the corner. And we'll try and run on this with Delgado. Can we cut inside? We can. Adamu, first time he's touched the ball as strikers. Not getting many touches, as Malay can't turn. He's just forced to the ground as 0-0 at the break in this very nervy game from either side. Or from both sides. I think I'm feeling the nerves a little bit. I think that's why we're not playing well. I'm just focused on not losing. That I'm not getting any attacks together to try and win the game, as Delgado across. into Chanaloglu. Forward into Fredrickson. Good back heel flick on. Malay can't pass. Palsson in the defence out to Maxstow. This is where we usually get caught out a little bit. What is Grinic doing? He's usually the man of the moment. Maxstow's missed it. Grinic. Not Grinic. Ortega has to make a save. I'm just thinking, how has he made that mistake though? Come on, get your head back in the game. You are our best player. As he fizzes it down the line for Adamu. That's more like it. He's going to pull it back in towards Grinic. Now towards Fredrickson, who can't even control that one. Ball in the air. Delgado with the head down. Reaches absolutely nobody. But fizzed out a play from them. Nerves from either side. Like I said, they're going to put Milik on, I'm pretty sure. Yes, it is him for Funes Mori. And a flick into Grinic right here. Adamu trying to make a good run. It is a good run. Keeper's just got it. Just unlucky as, come on, we can't lose this game. But a win would mean so much in this very good, gifted month to us. A lot of teams that, apart from Gladbach, are below us. As Grinic with a pass into Adamu. Not the most successful. We've missed it with Ideen, but he's got back to get it again. Grinic round the corner. Come on, we can't afford any more injuries. I saw a dodgy slide from them as Ideen's released down this right-hand side. I'm going to whip it early on. That's a good one into Fredrickson, who passes it back across to Junior Adamu. What a well-worked goal that is. With 20 minutes left of the game, he is back off his very short loan move to Getafe. There we go. Got my words right now. I'm calming down a bit. And he gets a goal. Fredrickson, very unselfish, to his new strike partner. Can that be the light to get us close to the top 6 and get the partnership running? What a well-worked move. Of course, I can't forget the 2 injuries we've gathered, but still, that is good. 2 games, 1 goal since he's returned, as that's a pass straight into Chanaloglu. Malay gets it around the side. That was close to them, but Grinic. This is good work from the Swiss, just charging forward in the little gap he's got. Adamu at the back post, he could get 2, he does get 2. What a header, he'll celebrate at the other side. That should be job done and dusted. They're lagging it, but I don't care. Fantastique. Grinic with a curler and just off his head into the back of the net. And the last change is made, as it is Shibe coming on for Malay. We'll go with the young acceleration of pace just to get him some experience as well. So Malay's still on the field for now though. 4 minutes left. Fredrickson, I'd love a clean sheet as well here with the new centre-back, of course. After a bit of a shaky start, he's definitely come into his own, as I thought, oh, closer to the ball than I just was then. Sliding in as Oxan down the line into Moncayola. That's a terrible pass back. They're still a little bit nervy, it seems. Ideen over the top, giving Adamu a little bit of a foot race. He'll get it. He'll go for a shot and he'll just miss. That gamble didn't pay off, however. I don't care. Whistle should go any minute when this is going forward. And it is 2-0 away from home against Cologne. What a result. What a tongue twister. And we should be closer to the top 6. That, of course, is the aim for this season. As messages, Wijan, 2 months. It's not the 7 like usual. Still not good. Danny Da Costa, 4 days. He only got a dead leg. Come on, some players can play through that. H-Goat will get his chance on the bench, I think, after the injury to Danny. I mean, I think I'm going to keep him out for the next lineup. With it being, I don't know, played or simulated this next one. We are how many points off? We are 4. Okay, so we've decreased the gap. Werder Bremen are in the relegation zone, and Dusseldorf, of course, bottom of the league. Think I'm going to sim Dusseldorf, play Werder Bremen, and simulate Freiburg, because I know the risks that come with simming games down below. Literally never works. As do we put Danny still in the team though? I think it is a little bit harsh to kick him all the way out. Yeah, he's fully fit. It was a very quick recovery, that one, but Ideen did do well off the bench. He did do very well. I am going to just put Danny Da Costa in because he started the last game. Delgado steps in. Shibe, unfortunately for you, mate, you are on the bench. Have gone for the grown talent elsewhere over the homegrown talent, as we're at home. 13th, unlucky for some, hopefully not for us, as it is unlucky for us. We've beaten 4 goals to 2 at home. Marin, Fredrickson, Marin, Mitrovic. Mitrovic again. So 2 braces for their boys. And Palsson. Back to square one. And there's me thinking this team was good enough at the moment. Stefan Ortega, not a great match rating. 6.5 for a high-rated player. 7 clean sheets out of 21's not too shameful, as we're still points off of that place we want to be. In fact, we are 7 points off, so that result did us horrifically. We were level on points with Leverkusen a couple of minutes ago. Played the game in hand and drew, then the one when we lost. There's still scout reports coming in. A bit late with these. Because now Werder Bremen, these are in that playoff place. We are going to play them. This will not be your chance, Sergio Barreto. Your young friend has come straight into the team ahead of you. As I think it has to be this team. Lurd, very unhappy, of course, that he's not signed a new contract. But he is still in the team over Barreto. 100% at the moment. He was terrible. As the reserves looking like, apart from 1, 2, 3. Apart from 3 players, they're all regens, which is very good for the academy. Can take pride in that, as it's the same team that did lose. Yes, I know, bit risky, but it's what we've got to do. Away from home, got faith we can get something. It's Backhouse in goal. Pioki, Gulde, Canas, Verju, Agu, Horta, Elgato, someone else, Lopez and Hoffman. It's Schmidt in midfield. Vidra now on the bench. Insigne the same. And Bomb, who was decent for him last time. We've got the ball here at the start of this game. And Ogrinic already injured. I knew there was a dodgy tackle that just came in on him. And yeah, he's got the plaster sign. Him, Wijan and Danny all got injured very quickly. At least Danny's back already. I'm going to have to take Ogrinic off. I cannot risk him as he's got the ball right here. Could still get an assist before he goes off. Delgado falls to Junior Adamu. And is that handled? No, it's offside. Just a yellow card for the tackle on Ogrinic. That is shocking, as Shibe is going to have to come on in the middle. Of course, he's still going to have to play on until the change goes through, which the ball hasn't gone out of play yet. Chanaloglu with the smart turn. At least it's not a crucial injury, as that's fizzed down the line into Fredericks. That's a good cut inside Adamu, trying to get in behind. Has done a little bit. Takes a brilliant touch and fizzes it into the top bin. Just what we needed. A response from that last game immediately. Junior Adamu. He is brilliant most of the time. Let's take a drink. And then relax. I just got a bit of splashback from that cup. Speaking of cups, let's not, of course, let this go. Let's keep on getting the points after this game and in this game, because there's still a long time to go. I desperately want continental football next season. It'll be season number 4. And we haven't got it yet at all. We haven't even done well in the cup competitions. As Adamu with a pass off right there. Fredrickson. This has definitely been one of the slowest in progression saves that we've done so far. I plan on speeding that up very quickly, but we need the results to match it. Rivas whacks this ball forward here. Come on, head that down. Delgado does into Florian Malay. Now Junior Adamu, can we get an overlap? We're not really getting one. We've got a man out wide. Here we go. Chanaloglu takes a touch. Full power, and Agu just sticks his leg out and blocks it. Sending it in the complete other direction as Delgado through the middle now. Adamu, that's a smart turn. Goes for one. Very hopeful. Unlucky from him as a run through the middle right here. Rivas came out of position a little bit. Chanaloglu did very well to get back right side as Schmidt into Ivy. Good block from Maxto. Let's get rid of it. There we go. Palsson. Oh dear, that's dodgy. Now Hoffman. Ivy round the corner. Ortega. Brilliant save. Don't say it's handball. No, it isn't. It's offside. Thought I would gamble as Shibe. Backwards. Palsson. Oh dear, not great. And tangle of the legs means a free kick to them and a chance for them to whip it in. Ivy away from Palsson. Baden Fredrickson now onto Shibe. On to Florian Malay. That's another bad challenge. That's a very bad one. He took 2 men out there. And he's took himself off of the field. Engelhardt. Bye-bye. Hopefully makes this game a little bit more relaxed for us. It has been quite even. But that should break it down a bit as a pass straight into Shibe. We'll get this through the middle. Adamu. Round the corner. Danny Da Costa. Chance to whip this in now. Front post. Fredrickson. And he's tapped into the back of their own goal. Gulde. With a terrible mistake. 2-0. Fredrickson celebrating. Should be Danny Da Costa. Brilliant ball. Error forced. It's just round the corner. It's a whip in towards the box. And what a terrible touch. Poked it into his own goal. Shocking. And that is half-time immediately after. Now we have a 2-goal lead. I'm feeling quite good about this. Let's keep on going, shall we? Rivas with the ball right here. Pokes it down the line into Chanaloglu. Delgado. Malay, Shibe, through that gap again, and Baden Fredrickson. That's a good ball around the corner. Chanaloglu, edge of the box. Not a bad flash across. I tell you what, I know we're on good form, and I know we shouldn't probably say this, or I shouldn't say it, but Florian Malay's dropped off a little bit this episode, especially as Palsson round to Maxto. I'm not going to try and put the boys down. Come on, that was a stupid thing of me to say, as now Adamu through that gap onto Baden Fredriksson, and Malay is in the middle. Da Costa's coming off in a minute for Aydin, who did play well, and Florian Malay! Good save. Of course, I almost spoke it into existence as Piovi running down this line. Tried to get right side of him and just push him back, as we did do a little bit. And bomb. Schmidt. Turn is a good one. Rivas with a tackle in, as Baden Fredriksson, no. Can't get that away. Schmidt now into Hoffman. Little bit of a block. Still not away. And he's given the free kick on the edge of the box. This could be nervy against the 10 men here. A lot of red cards in the recent couple of episodes, as what's he going to do with this one? Over the wall, off the crossbar, cleared by Adamu. There is still a threat there, as can we try and kill it off though? Malay with a good turn there, and a good injection of pace into Shibe, who's run onto this from central midfield. Can he deliver a good cross? It's not half bad! Good save! Open goal, and Florian Malay, after I said he was off form a bit, to tap it in for 3. Crosses working today. Brilliant goal. Shibe, that was phenomenal. Good pop shot as well from Fredriksson, and all into the path of Malay. Good to see another face in that box causing problems as Slimane down the line. He's just come on for Malay. Want to rest him, of course, for this good month. Hopefully good month, as that's a ball onto Adamu. Veljovic across with a tackle. Andre Horta forward. He was signed from Braga, I'm pretty sure. I remember him there as Gulde to run forward with this. Pass off into Mbom. Now into Schmidt. They'll slowly keep on creeping forward. Andre Horta. Matthias Vigil with a terrible touch. These are the Czech Republican team, aren't they? Werder Bremen. There's a terrible pass right there. Delgado in the way. Terrible touch from Fredriksson. Marks the end of the game anyway. 3-0 away from home. Very good job done there. Sergio Breto straight up my neck saying he should be in that team. Don't overreact, mate. You are not the player I want. A sprained knee injury to Filip Grinic. Did win without him, of course. They were low in the table. That was with 6 points off as rivals now, who are in 6th. Okay, that is interesting, but still, the games we've got to go now are going to be significantly harder without a Grinic. Lurd has been approached from another team now on a pre-contract. Do I really want to sign him up, or do I want him to just go venture somewhere else? I think I don't want to stand in his way too much, you know. I am going to leave that. Danny Da Costa and Tony Schwartz. However, Latzer, of course, I see you leaving. Tony Schwartz and Danny Da Costa. I think I'm going to try and sign Tony Schwartz up. Maybe a loan next year. Just definitely hasn't turned out to be the player I wanted. He is the same age and rating as Shibe, who's getting game time but a different position. So we'll get a wage increase for his patience. Sign him up for 5 years as Danny Da Costa. He's earned it, hasn't he? He really has. I was thinking, should I say, about another right wing back potentially, but I will sign him up. Important is good, not crucial. Went for rotation to be cheeky. We'll try and get him on a 2-year contract. Don't want him on a huge one. There we go. No release clause is fine by me. Now the wage. He's got to bring it down a little bit, doesn't he? He's on a little bit of a high one. Let's go for 33 without all the bonuses. Wants a couple. Okay, I'll give him it. It's took a wage decrease at least. As we play bottom here, of course, and Shibe will have to come out. We'll put Schwartz on the bench, because we don't have that many midfielders now because of the injuries to 2 of our most important ones. So they're in the middle. The rest of the team is the same. I just know it's bottom of the league, and it's really dodgy against bottom. We're at home as well. Please, after a 3-0 winner, you're going to shaft us, EA? You are. Of course you are, EA. Of course you are. Tanaka, Zinek, and Adama with a consolation, but they beat us at home. This game is so stupid, as now it's 7 points again. At least it's not fallen to 9 points, Tony Schwartz. Wanted by Bournemouth on a loan. We'll just accept a normal one if that can go through, but I am so annoyed about that result. I feel let down, especially now we're going into a couple more difficult games, because I didn't even spot the game after Mönchengladbach. At the start of next month, next episode, we have Hertha Berlin, Mainz, who are near us, Bayern Munich, and Stuttgart, who we struggle against, and Leipzig, who are in that 6th position, or 7th at the moment now. I absolutely hate the form that's happening around us, but we've got to do well against Gladbach here. 4th in the league. We don't have a midfielder back. Can Slimane play in the midfield? He can drop back a little bit, but he's not the greatest. And I think, yeah, Shibei's better at passing and everything, so I'll put Shibei in. Even though it's just heavily embarrassed me, I'm going to play this team. Let's have a look at this team. Jan Sommer, Frederick Bispiani and Diego Carlos, Wilson, Thuram, Stindl, Herman, Volland, Boufal. Bit of a weird one, that. And Manu Kone up front. They did sell, what's his name? Mirnaus? Kirnaus? I don't know what his Newhouse. Don't know his name, but they sold a good player. I know they have turned into a little bit of a selling club this past month. From what I've seen transfer-wise, that is a terrible pass to start us off with, giving the ball straight to Sofiane Boufal. I can't believe he's in that team, and they are fourth with Sofiane Boufal. I thought he was done at the moment, as that's around the corner. I say at the moment, altogether, as Canaloglu running, is going to go all the way to the byline this time. Carlos watches him well. Of course, he's become a villain now in real life, playing for Aston, as that's a bad tackle from them. Is someone going to go into the book for that? They should do. As Palsson gets this on the edge of the box. Smart swivel into Maxto. Who's going to put it down the line here. Fizz it into Junior Adamu. Across the box. Falls to us here. Got to be handled. But no, play goes on. Adamu, edge of the box. Head that on. Stindl gets it away. I think he's injured himself in the process. There's a ball through here. Rivas has to come across, and Mark Manu Kone slips straight past him. Here's Boufal. Chipped over the top and in at the far post. Of course it was going to be him after what I said about him. Sofiane Boufal makes it 1. Not the start to the game we wanted this time out. Just down the line. Didn't watch his men. Just took his time and lofted the ball straight over him with a sublime chip into the far near post. Maxto on the ball right here into Rivas. Now into Delgado. Going to try and build. Got to try and grow back into this game, of course. And we are sneaking forward a little bit. Danny Da Costa around the corner into Shibei. That's a good one. Danny Da Costa takes it byline again. Good whip into the back post. Not close enough. Just a bit off it as Herman got a little bit of a tackle on him there. Into Herman again, though. Manu Kone round the side. Ball fizzed across the middle. Thuram. Now we've missed that again. Still, we'll try and get rid of this. Come on. If it goes to 2, I think we might be out of the game as look at Adamu make that run almost half an hour in. Took it a little bit behind him. Onto Fredrickson. I didn't have faith in him getting that pass off quick enough. They probably would have read it as Canaloglu timing one, whipping a ball in. Not far away from Adamu. And Danny Da Costa to run down this line with the ball at his feet. Into Adamu. Just into the final third now with that lofted ball. Canaloglu tried to take it down. He's got a good tackle though to push it onto Delgado. Timing a shot and a good save from Jan Sommer. Frederick to run this away. We're putting the pressure on. Definitely see what it means to the boys as just before half-time again, going for one of them over the top balls in towards Adamu. It was a dodgy chest from the defender and the pressure is on. He could only kick it as far as one of our men. And we've won a free kick from this. Shibei into Rivas, the centre-back. Can he do what Lurd did? Got it on target, but a save from Sommer. And at half-time, 1-0 down, but definitely on top going in at the break. I don't know how I managed to do it, but I've just spilt water in my eye as Kevin Volland on a smart turn there into Lars Stindl. Come on, their manager will have shoved a rocket up some of their players' backsides as we need to get this away. Delgado, not away sufficiently though, and a tackle in there. Malay will lay it off into Maxto to continue on running. Now Junior Adamu on a smart turn. We just need to wait. And there we go. Got a ball down this side. Canaloglu. Pass it behind everyone. Ball's round the corner again. Kevin Volland. A 1-2 with Boufal. Easy for Maxto. Fizz that. Ortega. Maxto, get out the way, please. As we can't even keep the full ball in play. Herman will take this throw-in under the cosh. Terrible throw-in though, however. And let's try and get forward a little bit. Come on. Break these lines down. Fredrickson onto Shibei. Brilliant touch. He's got Adamu just in front of him. He's definitely beating the defender to this one. Put it across. That's a great ball. And you cannot afford to miss that one. That is a huge chance out the window. And I think it was Baden Fredrickson. I think. Corner ball, however, though. Malay to take. Maxto. Ben Sabiani away. Only as far as Rivas, the centre-back. Maxto lays it off to Palsson, who strikes. Bit high. As Bootler will come onto the field now for Junior Adamu. So we battle to try and stay in this one. Danny Da Costa, not conventionally cleared. Volland Into Wilson, Diego Carlos, edged of the box, Manu Kone, again a brilliant save. We'll get Slimane on. We'll just keep making changes until something works out for us. And them two players coming off haven't had the biggest of impacts. Volland has easily stepped past us, however, fisting towards the edge, and Slimane with a great touch there. Or Slimani, I don't know how it's pronounced. Ball forward, onto Fredriksson. Cuts away a little bit himself now. Bootler. Oh, terrible. And he's just come on, but he's staying down as Herman the German. Going backwards. Forced backwards, to be fair to him. Might have to make another striking substitution. Ben Sabiani. Forward through the middle onto Fofana. Kevin Volland. Can't get it around Maxto. And now we'll try and get away. Slimane. Onto Baden Fredriksson. Can we chip that over the top for Bootler? Come on. Put it in. You've just come on. And Slimane has got to battle for something really, really quick. The game's going extremely laggy when I don't want it to be. As he's definitely onside, Chanaloglu here. Whip a ball into that box. Terrible. Danny Da Costa throwing his body at it, but still not good enough. Slimane tackled on the edge when he really couldn't afford to be. And we lose the game, which will surely now seal us finishing outside of the top 6. Because I've got a bit fed up with the performances. It's not been good enough. As we all know, being on top counts for nothing when you lose. As the gap is 7 points. We play top of the league. I'm going to say they're still top. I don't know anymore, though. They are not. Bayern Munich are back on top. Hertha Berlin second place, however. They are what I aspire to be at the moment. 10 wins, 11 defeats. More defeats than wins for us. It's not good enough. And I've got to make signings in the next window, I think. As 4 weeks without Marius Bootler, Lerd will depart the club. Changes need to be made in summer, and I'm thinking huge changes next time. Not just little ones, huge ones. As thank you all for watching this episode right here. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe with the notification bell on down below. As that has been it for this episode. I will see you all in the next one for our fight to still get in the top 6, despite it going quite wrong here today. Take care, in a bit, and peace.